Good morning and welcome to Real Women, Real Issues. Today we're going to talk about dating and Christianity. I have with me Pastor Spencer Ellis. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
First, I want to find out from you, how does a person keep their Christianity and date in this society today?
That is a loaded question because society says one thing. Of course, as a pastor, I stand on the Bible and the Word of God, and that says another thing. And everything around us in society promotes sex,
Absolutely.
shows, movies, commercials, everything, songs, internet, Facebook, Twitter, all the things is sexually oriented, and it's very difficult. But the first thing I would say is when you're attracted to somebody is to make a commitment to each other.
Okay.
That I'm going to live this life, I'm going to maintain my wholesomeness, I'm going to maintain my virtues, and let's make a pact to keep ourselves out of certain situations, out of certain places, away from certain circumstances, a substance that may push us or persuade us into into something that's going to compromise what we're trying to do. And if two people are trying to please each other and trying to date each other on a wholesome level, it's difficult.
But in a society.
It can be accomplished.
How do you suggest accomplishing that? Where do you meet someone on the same mind?
Well, that's a great question. You go to wholesome places to meet people, and I want to be careful when I say that. I don't mean you can't meet people at whatever unwholesome places are, because I know that's a subjective term.
Right,
I may think one place is wholesome. Some would say you can't meet people at a bar.
Right.
I don't know, because everybody's like to go out after work on Friday nights just to have something to do. So so I want to be careful with that. But certain places may be unwholesome, such as, I don't know, say this lightly, a strip club or something like that.
That might not be the best
I'm
place.
speaking from a Christian perspective. That's why I said it's subjective.
Right.
But first, again, when you meet that person, it takes a while to know somebody, because people tell you anything.
Because they can be anyone the first 5 minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
The first 5 weeks.
Or the first first 5 years, first 5 months, definitely. Because people will play a game just because they may want something or head it in one direction. So it takes a while to know somebody. It takes conflict to know somebody. I teach my church all the time. Conflict reveals character. You really don't know who somebody is until you have a conflict with them and that confrontation. So I know we don't like conflict, but it's healthy in a relationship because we find out what we built upon and how we make decisions in difficult times.
Now, do you have a single ministry in your church?
Yes, I do have a single ministry, and it's interesting you ask that, because our single ministry started off somewhat as especially among the women, where what men are going to be there, how they're going to look, make sure we have an event, we have good men. And I had to teach them that is not what single ministry is all about.
Wow.
Single ministry is people coming together to do just great activities and to learn from each other, because we have widows, you have people never been married, you have people that had bad divorce. I mean, it's a gamut of all kind of issues in a singles ministry. So it's a place where we can come together, share experience, and grow together and encourage one another, because being single to some are not easy. It's not easy.
No, it's not, in our society especially.
And absolutely, I can share something else. As a pastor, I can have 2 appointments in one day. The first appointment, somebody will come in and say, Pastor, I can't do it. I can't be married anymore. I got to get out of this. The next appointment, right after that, somebody can come in, Pastor, I'm single. I can't do this. I can't make it. I'm like, you should have just talked to the person that just left
your office.
They married trying to get out, and you struggling trying to be single. So again, even in marriage life and single, there's no perfect rule. There's no perfect relationship. There's perfect commitment, but you have to make up in your mind. And again, it takes 2 to tango.
We're going to come right back to that in a moment. But first, we're going to go to Jungle Juice for the Juice of the Week.
Thank you, Ardelle. I'm Regina Hunter Coleman with Jungle Juice Bar.
And I'm Sarita Hunter Doss. Today, we'll be making the Vampire.
So what's the Vampire good for?
The Vampire is a detoxing drink. It has carrot, apple, beet, ginger, and lemon.
Those are all very good. We know carrots help to build the immune system. It's good for your eyes. Beets are good for your iron. Ladies, if you need iron. Lemon is a detoxifier. And I know the apple is going to help to sweeten it. And then the ginger is also good for, it's an anti-inflammatory.
All right, so let's get started. You can do about 1 to 2 sticks of carrot, 1 apple, a quarter beet, just a quarter of ginger,
About a
just
thumb
little bit, about a thumb size, and a quarter of lemon.
That looks good. This is really good. It's just enough ginger. This drink is good for so many things. The beet is good for your iron. The carrots are good for your eyes and for building a strong immune system. The ginger is anti-inflammatory. The lemon is a detoxifier.
Vampire, come join us at Jungle Juice Bar, where juices go wild.
Remember, your health is your wealth.
Try the juice of the week and much more at the Jungle Juice Bar. The Jungle Juice Bar is located on Charlevoix in Grosse Pointe Park.
We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table. When we sit down together, we share our expertise. You've got a legal problem, we know you need relief. Advice that you can trust, that's why people come to us. We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
We fix hearts, we fix heads, we do eyes and ears, noses and throats. In fact, more children come to Children's Hospital than any other hospital in the state. Stop the headaches, stop the pain, fix the tummies, the ankles, the toes, and fingers.
Emergency? When it's your child, don't settle for less. Trust the pediatric ER experts at the Children's Hospital of Michigan at the DMC. The ER at Children's Hospital.
Always there, just for them.
My friends, I want to introduce you to Samasco Financial. As attorneys, they worked hard to protect clients on a legal basis, only to watch many lose their money in the unpredictable and risky stock market. Samasco Financial has recognized the need for asset protection for our seniors and has introduced investment planning that will grow your nest egg without the risk of loss. To find out more about how Samasco Financial can protect your financial future, call 586-493-9989.
Real Women, Real Issues is brought to you by Mike's Fresh Market.
Welcome back to Real Women, Real Issues. This morning we're talking about Christianity and dating. I have with me Pastor Spencer Ellis of Citadel Church. Thank you again for being with us.
Honored to be here today.
The last segment we talked about where to go, where not to go, and some of the consequences in dating and being a Christian.
Yes.
What do we wear? What is something
Wow.
you do not want to see a Christian woman wear when she's
Well,
out?
you have to be careful. Let me say this, because women love to look cute, and I don't blame them. But women are emotional, men are physical. So
That's true.
if a man see a woman revealing something, we look at it as if she is advertising. Just like we go in a car lot, see a nice car, go in the department store, see a nice suit, it's advertising. Women don't see it that way. So women have to be careful. Because they wonder, why are men treating me like this? Why are men talking to me like this? And so when you say, what do you wear? If you're revealing too much or if you're showing too much, again, a man's going to look at it as being advertising for what you have. That's why many men get in trouble that will become intimate with a woman and never wants to see her again because he went after, not her,
But
he
what
went
he
after
saw.
what he thought she was advertising. Now, when you get to church, we're coming to respect God.
Right.
We don't look revealing. We're not, I tell our church all the time because we're in casual months during the summer.
Okay.
And my main statement to them is never let your attire become a distraction to worship. Now, what does that mean? I mean, I want to keep my eyes focused on the ministry, on the cross, and what we're presenting, and not somebody standing in front of me and I
What
see
they have on.
penny lines, trying to keep this rated G, right? Trying to see, trying what I'm saying, trying to see
Something
something too
on the track.
revealing. So I would tell a woman at any time, be careful. I have a 13-year-old daughter, so she won't start dating for another 30 years.
Okay, so she'll be living at home for a long time.
Probably not, but I wish. But really, again, a man's going to see anything you're doing as an advertising.
So when they come to your church, Do you have to wear pants or just long dresses? Do you
Oh no, we're open, and I'm a Pentecostal church. I'm very liberal.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of young people.
Okay.
And I draw a lot of young people, so I don't mind whatever they wear. Again, as long as it's not too revealing. Again, it's so subjective because you'll look in the mirror and say, "This ain't tight." Then your girlfriend or sister say, "Girl, you know that's too tight." Oftentimes, though, I will tell people that serve in a ministry, choir members, praise team, that may be distracting because you're in front. I barely bother the members. I just encourage them.
Now, if you have someone that comes into your office, I know we spoke briefly on coming into your office in the different phases. Someone came to you and said that they were ready to get out of. They couldn't stay in a marriage any longer.
Absolutely.
Then someone else came in and said they were single. They were sick of that. They couldn't stay in that quest any longer.
Okay.
What do you advise to them?
Well, I advise them to be very careful because God judges you on the decisions you make, not on how somebody else treats you. The problem that we have, though, is that we don't give enough attention to premarital counseling. As a pastor, I do so much marital counseling on the back end, where it really takes maybe 3 to 6 months to go through consistent marital counseling on the front end to hopefully stop some of the post-marriage drama or trauma. But I encourage and advise anybody to be prayerful and to just consider your decision. And I always question people and challenge them. Do you have to rush to get a divorce? So I believe God and believe He can perform miracles. Anything can happen. So oftentimes we're going on emotional. My feelings hurt. I caught her doing this. He did this. He said that. Tomorrow is over. Separation doesn't mean divorce. It just means we separate from each other. We get a clear mind. We think. We remain prayerful. And then let's make not emotional decisions. Let's make clear decisions, especially when you have children involved.
Now, when you marry someone in your church, do they have to go to the premarital counseling for the 3 months prior to?
Our members do.
Okay.
A lot of people rent our church. We'll lease our church or rent it, and they'll bring their own pastor. So that's just kind of being a renter.
little different.
But our members, and if I marry them, yes.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for being with me today. I'm sure we have a lot of people out there that's got a lot of information.
Well,
I know
thank
I've
you
learned
for
a lot
having me.
today. And tell us again where your church is located.
Citadel of Praise, northwest side of Detroit, Linden and Evergreen. We have 2 services, 8:30 and 11 o'clock. And we're just a church that have a lot of fun. And of course, we're spiritual and push everybody to have a relationship with Christ.
Thank you again. And I'm going to come and visit your church.
Please do anytime.
Next, we're going to talk about good hair or bad hair, or just hair in general, with Meagan Mitchell.
We're needed.
Team Mental Health Services prides itself on going the extra mile for its members.
And it was towards the 6th court date. I finally stood up and said, I can handle this process the rest of the way. And it was all because of the motivation and encouragement I got from Team Mental Health staff.
Team Mental Health Services, because we care and you can.
Opportunity. It doesn't stare you in the face. It's not going to yell at you to come and get it. It doesn't knock. So what does opportunity look like? Not what you might think. You see, opportunity is not a right. It's definitely not equal. And it doesn't come with an instruction manual. That's because opportunity isn't found. It's molded, it's built, it's created. It's as much about grit as it is intellect. An explosive high-tech corridor located at the intersection of muscle and brains? You bet. Because opportunity only comes to those already in the game. What does opportunity look like? It looks like Detroit. Opportunity made in Detroit.
Mike's Fresh Market, Detroit's largest independent supermarket with the best prices, quality, and service. Enjoy our vast selection of fresh fruits and vegetables. Wide aisles lead you to our own in-house bakery and deli. Beef, pork, chicken, seafood, and much more. You can rest assured you will feed your family the freshest food in town. Whatever you need, you can find it here at Mike's Fresh Market. Mike's Fresh Market with 2 locations, Gratiot and 7 Mile and Livernois and 7 Mile. Better food, better prices. That's Mike's promise.
Welcome back to Real Women, Real Issues. We're discussing hair this morning. Good hair, bad hair, indifferent, with Meagan Mitchell. Thank you for coming, Meagan.
Thank you for having me.
Well, the question that I want to pose to you as I get posed by my daughters, I have 2 girls, is good hair. Mommy, why don't I have good hair? What is that? What is good hair?
Good hair is actually healthy hair. Healthy hair is good hair. People kind of blew everything out of proportion, thinking that one type of hair is better than the other, but that's not how it is. Good hair is healthy hair.
And how do we get healthy hair?
Well, by trying to maintain what you're doing actually to it. Not doing too much, not over processing it, not overworking it, not overtaxing it, not too much heat, too much color. You know, a lot of things can upset the balance of the hair's natural integrity. Right. But basically, just doing what you need to do.
So natural hair is basically the best way to have good hair?
Well, I'm an advocate of beauty.
Okay.
And I feel like you have some women that still want to wear relaxers.
True.
So I'm not going to say, you know, no, natural hair is the best way. But taking good care of your hair and whatever, and you know, however you're wearing it, however you're wearing it. Making sure that you're getting your ends trimmed, making sure that if you're wearing relaxers or color or any type of chemical service, that you're having accurate timing.
And your condition.
And keeping it conditioned. Proper application of the product means that you're not at home relaxing your own hair and doing,
Who would do that?
No, they do that. They do that.
One thing I've noticed, black women have natural hair a lot now. It's very popular.
It is.
No matter what hair texture you have. But in all avenues of work, it may not be acceptable.
That happens a lot, but now I think people are getting used to or
more
getting
acceptable.
It's a little bit more acceptable now, and it can be controlled. I mean, we have all types of wonderful products that help to keep the hair, the curl definition in place. Always a good cut is the foundation of the best style.
Right.
You know, where you can have your design adaptability. If you need to wear it natural, you can wear it natural. If you want to blow it dry straight, you can also do that as well.
So if I have a natural hairstyle, is it difficult or is it stretching my hair to want to go natural one week and then process it the following week?
Well, when you say process,
well, maybe not necessarily a chemical process, but the flat iron, the hot curl, everything to make it straight. And
no, and we actually have products that help women transition from back and forth. A lot of times I hear natural women saying, oh, my hair is too frizzy, or I get the TWA, the little teeny weeny afro.
Okay.
We do have products.
I was going to ask you what TWA was.
But we do actually have products, and my salon, we have a system that we use called the Naked System. It's the #1 multi-texture smoothing system out, which allows women the freedom to be able to wear their hair curly in their natural state, or if they want to blow it dry and curl it. And it's fabulous for women that have athletic lifestyles.
And this is the same process, the shampoo, the conditioner?
Right. But the system, it lasts in the hair for like 12 weeks, and it gives them the flexibility to go back and forth, and it's not a relaxer.
I'm going to ask you some more about that. But first, we're going to go and have the dermatology tip of the week from Dr. Shauna Ryder-Diggs.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shauna Diggs with your skincare tip for the week. Today we're going to talk about acne vulgaris. This is the most common type of acne that I see for much of the day. My patients come in complaining of cysts and bumps on their face. Sometimes it can be tender. Acne is caused by hormonal increases during adolescence, and then sometimes later in life when your hormone levels change. And then you start to get more oily, and then sometimes your pores will back up with sticky skin, and then the areas may get infected with bacteria that's on your face. So we treat acne several different ways. The first and easiest way, and you should try this sometimes even before you go to the doctor, is to use a benzoyl peroxide product. Benzoyl peroxide leave-ons, in my opinion, can be better than the washes because you can just dry up one area instead of making your whole face very dry. A benzoyl peroxide, 2.5% for 6 weeks. If you're still getting acne after that, you should see your physician or dermatologist. So as a physician, I can give you things that are stronger. Things like Retin-A, Differin, Ziana, Atrilin, or Tazrac. All of those medications are vitamin A creams of different strengths and different formulations. They make your skin peel or exfoliate in a way that you may not look too peely, and the acne peels off, the dark marks peel off, and your inflamed acne will subside. Vitamin A creams can also improve the texture of your skin. So if you're starting to get acne scarring or little divots in your skin, the vitamin A creams can improve this as well. As a physician, I can also give you prescriptions for other medications, such as Azelix or Finacea, those are azelaic acid, which can improve acne. Axone, which is a topical dapsone gel that can improve acne and can also improve dark spots on your skin. And other topical antibiotics, which can kill the bacteria that causes infection in the acne areas. We can also use stronger medications like hormonal evening pills that can help your acne, and also Accutane, which is an oral vitamin A pill which can help your acne. For the acne scarring, we have treatments such as lasers, microdermabrasion, and chemical peels. I'm Dr. Shauna Diggs, and this has been your skincare tip for the week.
To learn more about Cosmetic Derm and their revolutionary skincare products and services, please visit drshaunadiggs.com.
Mike's Fresh Market, Detroit's largest independent supermarket with the best prices, quality, and service. Enjoy our vast selection of fresh fruits and vegetables. Wide aisles lead you to our own in-house bakery and deli. Beef, pork, chicken, seafood, and much more. You can rest assured you will feed your family the freshest food in town. Whatever you need, you can find it here at Mike's Fresh Market. Mike's Fresh Market with 2 locations, Gratiot and 7 Mile and Livernois and 7 Mile. Better food, better prices. That's Mike's promise.
We fix hearts. We fix heads. We do eyes and ears, noses and throats. In fact, more children come to Children's Hospital than any other hospital in the state. Stop the headaches, stop the pain, fix the tummies, the ankles, the toes, and fingers.
Emergency? When it's your child, don't settle for less. Trust the pediatric ER experts at the Children's Hospital of Michigan at the DMC. The ER at Children's Hospital.
Always there, just for them.
ETX Closed Captioning is sponsored by the Detroit Seafood Market.
Welcome back. Today we're talking about hair. We have Meagan Mitchell with us, and I want to go into depth about this naked system. Now, you say it lasts 12 weeks.
It lasts 12 weeks.
But it's not a process?
It is a process. It has a few steps to it.
Okay.
You have to, it's quite a few little steps.
Is it like a
to it.
perm?
No, it is not a perm. And the owner of the company would kill me if he even, he hates for us to even use perm and the naked system in the same sentence.
Okay.
It's, in order to really talk intelligently about it, the best I can say is that it's a manipulation of proteins.
Okay.
And yeah, and the
But it
keratin,
straightens the hair?
It helps to keep the hair smooth. It's a smoothing system. It is not a relaxer.
But you can also wear it natural.
You can also
like if
wear
you have
natural.
curls.
He likes to compare it to floor wax. How floor wax, a wax on the floor protects the floor,
Right.
keeps it from scuffing and any damage happening. That is what this system does to the strand of hair. Yeah, it's a layer of protection. Okay. And each and every strand is protected. You don't get that frizz.
Okay.
If you're working out, you have I mean, it's unbelievable.
For all types of hair?
It's for all types of hair. We don't really, I have to always make sure that people are a good candidate, because sometimes people come, they're so anxious to get the system that they might have some drawbacks that will hold them from getting the system. you shouldn't use it on like gray hair, because it can make it turn a little gunmetal brown-ish, and that's not, they don't like that.
Oh my God, we don't like that.
Yeah, and you can also use it safely on color-treated hair. It's excellent for women that are transitioning from a relaxer. You would be a very good candidate for the system as well.
Oh my. So is it something that grows out of your hair?
Yes, yes, yes. It gently grows out. It's revolutionary. I really like the fact that it makes the hair a lot more manageable. I have mothers that come and bring their daughters to have the system done, and they keep their hair up themselves. One thing you do have to use is sulfate-free shampoos. You do have
Which is popular now anyway.
Yeah,
most people use that now.
I think that the day of the sulfates is pretty much gone. I think that
because if you have color, if you have any type of process, you don't want the sulfate in it. So I think people normally look for that.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
So that's not a big
that's
deal.
why I think that most of the shampoos
is it an
are now going
expensive process?
Well, it can get a little pricey based on the length of the hair.
Okay.
But
that's what it's
because you're using more product and more time.
Okay.
But as for the care of the hair, like I said, it's so much more manageable.
Is it a long process?
It can take up to 2.5 hours. It does take about 2.5 hours, but the results are wonderful. The ladies really like it and reported growth.
Interesting, because I assume it's protecting your hair.
Absolutely.
So as you blow dry or comb or brush, it's keeping it on there rather than breaking it off.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Interesting. What other type of products do you do in your salon, or type of hairstyles? I notice you have a natural hairstyle.
Yeah,
Is that what you advocate?
And we do natural hairstyles. We have all types of treatments that we do for the hair, and like I say, we practice healthy hair regardless, because it's no fun being a stylist and you're dealing with a lot of damaged hair.
Not at all.
And we have a color bar where we can create all types of colors.
Meagan, tell us again now, where is your salon located?
We are located at 145 West 9 Mile in downtown Ferndale.
I love that area. It's very nice and fashionable.
We'll look forward to
And thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm sure you'll have a lot of people coming to get the naked process.
All right.
Thank you for joining us this week, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week on Real Women, Real Issues. I need some water. Have some water, please.